Are you looking for a new place to live? Not sure how to get started? CashCourse.org provides Valencia Community College students with some guidelines to ensure that you find a place that will best suit you. Let's go to our Valencia Community College Cash Course website at www.cashcourse.org/ValenciaCC. To the left of the page, click on College Life. This will take us to a page including a list of several different topics to guide you through college life. Today we are going to focus on living at college, the first link on this page. We will begin by looking at comparing costs, residence halls versus off-campus, the third link on this page. Some college students think that living off-campus is cheaper than living on campus, but that is not always the case. You should compare the cost of living off-campus with your reasons for wanting to move off-campus. The best place to start your research is with the Cash Course Online Financial Calculator. It helps you estimate and compare costs. Some of the other costs you should consider include rent, security deposit, credit report, utilities, food, transportation, renter's insurance, household furnishings, and pets. If you do decide to get an apartment, you will need to be prepared. Let's take a look at understanding leases, the sixth link on this page. Since a lease is a legal agreement between you and the person or company you rent from, it is very important for you to understand your lease and the commitments you and your landlord will be obligated to. The most important obligation of your lease is the length of your stay. Your lease obligation applies whether you live in an apartment or not. Some of your options include a short-term lease, which normally states a fixed monthly rental rate for the duration of the lease, a month-to-month lease, which your rental price is subject to change at any time, and subleasing, which you are renting under an original lease that someone else holds. Subleasing may help to find you a better deal if the original tenant is willing to negotiate the rent. This is also a good option to consider for summer months. Now let's learn about choosing the right apartment, the eighth link on this page. You will want to feel comfortable in your apartment, so be sure to choose a place that has qualities that you value. Cash Course has an apartment features worksheet here to help you check off features during your search. Be sure to check with your housing office, newspapers and internet listings, rental agencies, and informal networks to help you with your search. Next, let's check out renting an apartment, the ninth link on this page, for some guidelines to follow when renting an apartment for the first time. You will want to do the following when renting your first apartment. Have the security deposit cost and first month's rent up front. Know your state law about renting and how it applies to your roommates. Have all roommates sign the lease. Roommates who verbally agree are not legally responsible. Understand how rent will be paid. Pay rent on time. This can help build your credit. Set money ground rules with your roommates to decide how rent will be paid and how debts will be tracked. Take good care of your rental unit to ensure that your security deposit is not used to pay for your damages or damages that were caused by a roommate, and designate one person to receive the returned security deposit to avoid all roommates having to sign the check. You can use the moving checklist worksheet provided by Cash Course to assist you with a successful transition. Lastly, let's look at choosing roommates, the 10th link on this page. You may need to consider a roommate if any of the following apply to you. Your apartment is too expensive for you alone. You prefer the company rather than living alone. You have a proven track record with someone. If you live with roommates, it is a good idea to agree upon certain things up front. Let's look at some basic ground rules to discuss with your roommates before issues arise. Consider putting some ground rules with clear definitions down in writing and having all roommates sign the form. Some starting point items to discuss with your roommates before you sign the lease are as follows. Set money ground rules to decide how you will track the money owed by each roommate. Set guidelines for study time. Set food guidelines to decide how or if food will be shared and how the space will be divided. Set personal items guidelines to decide how or if personal items will be shared and what is off limits. Set cleaning guidelines to decide who is responsible for cleaning shared areas and how often. Set drinking and smoking guidelines. Set quiet time regulations. Set guest policies. Set party policies to decide how often parties can be held and who will clean up. Set your needs for privacy. Set security expectations. Set standards and regulations for pets. And set move-out expectations to decide who will be present at the end of the lease and who will clean the place at move-out time. Be sure to check out these guidelines for living at college and more by going to your Valencia Community College website at www.cashcourse.org/ValenciaCC today.